times when the hard work of labor gave fruits, the land was filled with happiness and joy. Every common folk was satisfied with their simple way of life. But you are something else. You are an adventurer. Explore with us the most spectacular places. Walk your journey. Know the unknown. Meet new places and unexpected faces. Hop onto your mount because we are unearthing the secrets of the Manticore. Watch out! It is not a line, not a hippogriff or a man, but a fatal mistake of nature. Claws sharp as steel, demon-like wings, a tail with pointy and deadly spikes, and a man-like face. The Manticore, a beast with the ability to influence fear to travelers by speaking in the common language so they can understand the horrible fate that awaits them. A monster that stalks human settlements 20 miles around because of its fondness for metal and human flesh between its teeth. This final characteristic of the beast has been the cause of many dark humorous jokes, blamed for the fact that a manticore can spare your life if you give it something that equals the value of its food. No matter the place, it could be caves, mountains, or an arena, the Manticore is ready to strike down with great ferocity to its new meal by tearing it apart physically or mentally, offering two options: die in a slow, agonizing death, or beg for mercy while dying in a swift yet humiliating way. Over the course of history, manticores have served for malicious purposes. With that said, they are great additions to the legions of beasts commanded by nefarious factions across the Forgotten Realms, which use the manticores to plant the seed of terror and spread pain and suffering to the world. But beware, they are called man-eaters for a reason. If you encounter this beast in the wild and try to tame it with nothing to offer to the manticore, chances are that you may be in for a slaughtering, with your iron armor set to pieces and your limbs falling to the floor. Your best hope to tame a manticore will be to do as the great hunter Hengist E. Hewer once did with a manticore cub he stole from its mother near the town of Bitu. What he did was to prepare not a few, but a handful of charm monster spells to be casted on the manticore every time he set it out of its cage, because when the charming effects end, the manticore's savageness will be unleashed. But why would you tame a manticore? Well, it can serve as a replacement for wings of flying, an item which lets you fly for 60 feet, and the manticore can also be used as a harbinger of death to your enemies. Having taken all this into account, it is important to mention that due to the manticore's nature, if you are in combat or in a crowded place, you shall expect at any time for the manticore to break the aforementioned spell and unleash a barrage of spikes from its tail, and thus your demise, just as it happened to Hengist the Hunter, joining him in the next life. You are far away from your destiny. Everything seems to be quiet. Suddenly, a shadow over your face seems to catch the attention of your eye. It is the dreaded Manticore. When this moment happens, this beast will probably be twice the size you imagined. With 1,000 pounds of mass, it will try to use its claws, wings, spiky tail, and even its tongue to make this encounter your worst nightmare, causing your demise. But not everything is lost. Arm yourself with these next items and spells, adventurer, and victory will be yours. Human blood. Probably the most important item for any level of adventurer. You will use this to fool the Manticore's senses so it can be ambushed and killed. Charm monster. No need to mention this, but it is the method and he is the hunter used to tame this beast. Wooden shield. The Manticore has a fondness to eat metal. While you have a shield made of wood, chances are it will not triturate it, and you will have a defense line for the Manticore's spikes that will come out as projectiles from its tail. Illusory dragon. There is one thing the Manticore fears, and it is dragons. This spell will cast from the Shadowfell realm an illusion that looks like a gigantic shadowy dragon. Fireball. From your hand, a ball of fire is casted, a classical spell to burn your enemies as fast as possible. Eldritch Blast. A must-have cantrip. Use this to deal the most damage possible as crackling beams explode from your hand. With this, we close this section in the Bestiary for the dreaded Manticore. What monster would you like us to cover next? Let us know in the comments or in our Discord server, link below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up. Until next time, adventurers.